Whispers. You think you hear my voice, but all you hear is whispers of dreams. I tear myself apart at the seams. The tears stream down my face. It's an extreme scream that runs in my blood. Cut me open and hear the passion that flows through my veins. I smile as I wrap myself in these chains. All that remains is the pain of yesterday's tomorrow. I am plain, quite contrary. How does my garden grow? Does it grow with self-hatred? Do I plant weeds of self-doubt? Do I wander in the garden of things I cannot change? Will I wander and wonder across the great plains, only to search across the distance for what was right in front of me? Will I take the pains and make them into warplanes? Will the whispers of everything that I am be a bloodstain? Will I crash into utter despair? Will I be all that remains of a whisper that once was a hurricane? Will I complain, or will I survive the pain that is inside my brain? Will I reject the help that comes to me, only to write in suffering silence? There's no balance inside my mind. The stillness, the sobbing, the stone wall is not because I have to be silent. It's violent. I do not think you want to be on this ride. I've died inside, and it's because of my pride that I've denied who's been beside me. All I wanted was to provide happiness for others but myself, because if someone else can smile, I can be their bride of survival. Then my own pain might slide away, it may dry. Stand me in front of the firing squad of thoughts. It's a foreign exchange, my pain for the fix that I need to survive. It's almost strange how this mange has grown around my heart. You think you can hear my voice, but all you hear is whispers of dreams. Dreams I used to speak on a podium to the crowds, that no matter what color we were all human. Will I ask these questions forever? Will I ever have an answer for the desperation that screams inside? Will I want these answers? Or will I forever be in pain? Let it stain on my face. Will I tattoo my pain on my skin? Feel the needle inject ink back into my skin pores? Will the tears come back in the form of vomit? Will I live or will I die selling my pain? Laugh when I can, abstain, disassociate to the point that I don't even know who I am. Half the time I feel like a burden, kinda sad, huh? And yet, I feel like I'm too loud. Even when I speak, I feel as if I should retreat, reserve back into my shell. It's more comfortable here. It's where the shadows that are cast across the wall are familiar, but are only cast by the flames of my fears burning deep within me, like lava spouting from my breast, cracking the ribs painfully in my chest. Success makes me wheeze. It's almost like failure is more relaxed. Success makes me bend over backwards, diving into the fray of the tidal wave. And yet, I feel like I should be quiet. In the late hours of the night, the shadows are ever there, staring me down, his hungry eyes gently seducing me, only to grab me by my throat. He caresses me, only to stab his blade into my heart. He then coddles me, his lips on my own, as we kiss my life away from me. For all that I am is whispers of a warrior battling with imagination. The shadows come to me in the late hours of the night, when silence has entered the room like a fog that grips me by my spine, only to forcefully rip out any will to live. He grasps me by the throat, only to rip my lungs out as he holds my beating heart in his palms. For all that I am is whispers of a warrior battling with imagination. And for one day my silence shall break, like a foot on water, unable to bear the weight of my roar. The mountains will echo my roar upon the land. The darkness shall know light. The whispers shall know my voice.